Guys, do you have any doubts on yesterday's class? Yesterday we discussed about the JavaScript. So why we use JavaScript? So what is JavaScript? What is the difference between? What is the relation between Java and JavaScript? So what are the features are included? Then how many ways we can include the JavaScript in HTML file? So these things we discussed yesterday. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, or otherwise we can move it to the next topic. Okay. So after that, next topic is JavaScript variables. JavaScript variables. So basically, so it's a variable. So why we can use the variable? Why we have to create a variable? Okay. So to store the data, to store the data, so we can create a variables. We can define a variables for the purpose only. So to store the data, we can define a variables. Okay. So either that is either string, either number, either other formats. Okay. So here JavaScript variables are used to store the data like string of text or numbers or float points or any data. So if you want to store a data, so we have to define a variable because of, so if you want to use that data every time, so if you without variables, so every time uh, we have to pass a static way. So to provide a dynamic way to pass data dynamic way, so we can create a variables. Okay. So basically, to store a data, we can define the variables. Okay. So the data or value stored in the variable can be, we can set we can set the value, or we can update the value, or we can retrieve the value. Okay. So these three ways, so these three operations we can do with the variable. Either we can create a new value, we can set a new value, or if we want to change that value, yes, we can change. So whenever we change, so we have to get previous value, then we have to set it to new value. So for these three operations, so we can do with the variable. In general, variables are symbolic names for values. Symbolic names for values. Okay. So a variable can be created by var keyword in javascript in the initial time. So before ES6 is a new version of javascript. Okay. It is released in 2014. Before 2014, all the variables we can create with var keyword, with a var keyword, whereas the assignment operator equal to is used and store the value. Okay. So then we can define the variable this way: var, okay, var. So here is the keyword we can use. Then variable name equal to. So what value you want to store in that variable name? What value we have to store in that value? Either string or number or float point or decimal numbers. Okay. Or combination of values. Okay. So these type of things we can assign to the variable. First, suppose I want to store a value. Okay. So this way we can create the variables. We have to use the keyword called var and variable name equal to, then that value, what value we have to store in this variable name. Okay. So that is the meaning. So this is the syntax for to define the variables. var and variable name and value. Note variable names in JavaScript are case sensitive. It means it means so JavaScript variables are case sensitive. That means here for suppose I am created like this, a variable I am creating like this. So then whenever you are using that variable name, whenever you are trying to access that variable name, we have to call same way. We have to call same way. For suppose document dot write this way, we can print the values, right? Print method. Okay. So for suppose if you want to print that one, so this way we have to use it. So or otherwise if you can call like this, so that is a new variable. So then we will get the output called undefined variable name. Okay. So that means that that is the meaning of case sensitive. How we can create the variable, same name we have to call. Okay. So it is a case sensitive. It will not accept the capital letters. If we can define with the small letters, then when we call with the capital letter, it will not allow. Okay. It will consider as a new variable. Clear? So that is the meaning of case sensitive. Then rules for creating the JavaScript variables. Rules for creating the JavaScript variable. All JavaScript variables must be given unique names. Okay. All the JavaScript variables must be given the unique names, because of we are assigning to some data to that variable. So that's why we have to give the unique names for each and every variable. Then after that, all variable names should only start with the letters. All the variables must start with the letter or underscore or dollar sign. You cannot start the variable with the numeric number. Okay. So we have to create the variable like so var name. Okay. So this way only we have to create it. So and also we can create this way also. Okay. And also we have to create this way also. Okay. So these three ways we can use it. But sorry, we cannot create like this: one name one, two name, three name. We cannot create the variables like that. We cannot use the numeric value at the starting of the character. So then after that you can put it anywhere in this n1 or n2 n3. So you can put it anywhere after one character. Okay. So we cannot start with the numeric. We can start with the letters or underscore or dollar sign. Okay. Digits 0 to 9 can be used, but only after first letter of the variable name. Okay. Spaces are not allowed. For suppose if you are having the multiple words, so you cannot give the spaces. So you can combine with underscore. You can combine with underscore or hyphen. Okay. So that is these four rules. So whenever we are creating a variable, we have to follow these four rules. Okay. So then next one we can see one simple example. js3.html dot type. So then html head title javascript variable, then body. Okay. Inside script and close script. So then a var name equal to, name equal to, 'Teja live tracks. Okay, so then whenever we are accessing document, so we can print the values four ways, right? So first one is the document dot write, so then a name. So this is the first method. So then after that, document dot get element by id, so then val dot inner html equal to a name, we have to place it. Then after that, alert, okay, a name. So then after that, console dot log, then name. Okay, so these four ways we can print it. So then here we have to create a, we are appending this JavaScript variable to the HTML DOM element. So then either paragraph or h2, so then JavaScript variables. Okay, so then after that we are appending with the paragraph tag. Okay, now id equal to var. Okay, so this way we can define the variable with var keyword. This is the variable name, so then this is the value we are appending to this name. So then we are printing document dot write and document dot get element by id, then alert, then console dot log. JS 3.html. See now, why alert is not coming? Document dot get element by get element by id, alert. So then after that, three ways. Okay, so this is the heading we are given. This is the document dot write, then after that document dot get element by id and console. Okay, so these four ways we can print the variable, we can print the variable value. Okay, so the next one, so JavaScript variables, local variables and global variables. In any language, in any language, we are having the two type of, any technology we are having the two type of variables. One is local variable and another one is global variable. Okay, so before discussing these local variables and global variables, when we define with a, here one important point is, when we define a variable and we define a JavaScript variable, so we cannot define what type of value it is. We cannot define what type of value it is. It is automatically, browser can automatically understand, so based on our formats. So compared to other languages in JavaScript, in Java or .NET or PHP, any other languages, when we define with a variable, we have to define a what type of data it is. What type of data it is. It is a character, char, or it is a number, that means integer or float point or array. So these type of data types we have to define. This type of data type we have to define in other technologies. In JavaScript, we don't need to define the what type of data type it is. Browser can understand automatically based on our given format. So for suppose if you are given in the either double quotes or single quote, it will consider as a string. It will consider as a character. Okay, it will consider as a string. For suppose if you are giving var a is equal to 30, so then when we given this way, so it will consider as a number, it will consider as a number. For suppose, so basically here n1 and and var n2 equal to 20. So if you can give like this, If we can give like this, so then whenever we are writing with n1 plus n2, n1 plus n2, so then we can calculate, we will get the result 60, 50, sorry. Okay, 50. So then, so whenever we are given with this way, now you can see what is the output, 30, 20. Okay, so 30, 20. Okay, so strings cannot add. We can merge the strings and we can combine the strings. Okay, we cannot add. Numbers we can add it. Okay, so then whenever we are giving in the double quotes, it is considered as a string. If you remove this double quotes or single quotes, so this will consider as a number automatically. This will do the automatic operation addition. Okay, so that is the big important point in JavaScript and big advantage in JavaScript. We cannot define the what type of data type it is. Okay, so the next one is so we can come to this one. So we are having the two type of variable. One is local variable and second one is global variable. Okay, a JavaScript local variable is one which can only access the inside of the function or block, inside of the function or block in which it is declared. It cannot be accessed from outside of that function. It cannot be accessed from outside of the function. So then we can see how we can create a local variable. How we can create a local variable. js4.html. So then here JavaScript local variables. So, so we can create a variables inside a function or block, inside a function or block. So function, okay, my function, okay. So then we are creating var n1 equal to 20. Okay. So then when you call this one document dot get element by id, so then element by id val, okay, val dot inner html, inner html equal to val, sorry, n1, okay, n1. Okay, so this one we can access, so this variable we can access from inside of this function only. So then now we are created a function. Now I am calling that function my function, my function. So then this way we can call the function. So then now you can see js4. Okay, so 20. Okay, so because of we are printing inside of the function only. For suppose, so if we can print this one outside of the function, outside of the function. Okay, so then now you can see. So what it is saying, n1 is not defined. N1 is not defined because of that n1 we are created as a local variable of my function. Okay, we cannot create globally. It will, so this variable can access within this function only. We cannot call outside of the function. We cannot call outside of the function. Okay, so this is called the local variables. Okay, here it is. Okay, way of calling local variables. So then we cannot call local variables variables outside the function. Okay, clear? So this is the local variable. So then what is the global variable? Then what is the global variable? So js5.html. So once you can create a variable outside of the function, that means a global. Okay, where n1 equal to n1 equal to 30, n1 equal to 30. So then we can call it anywhere. We can call from anywhere, either inside of the function or outside of the function. We can call anywhere. Okay, here calling global variable inside function. Okay, so then after that, then this is the calling global variable outside of the function. Okay, so then both the things will work because of we are defined that variable as a global. Okay, now see, calling global variable outside of the function 30. Then why it is not coming inside of the function? So it is overriding this one. It is overriding this one. So then we can define another one. Okay, so paragraph id equal to val 2. Okay, so this is val 1. So we can give the val 1 and a val 2 here. Now you can see what happened. Val 1 and val 2. It is printing. Stick in a second. It is overriding document dot write. We can write document dot write. Then so this one we are not caller. So then what is the function? My function we have to call. Okay, so then now you can see it. Then give the one break document dot write the okay, right. Document dot write the you are also not working well. You are calling here, so that's right. Yes, here it is. Okay. So this way we can call the global variables. So global variables always defines the outside of the function. Local variables always defines the inside of the function. Local variables cannot access from outside of the function. We can access only from inside of the function only. Okay. So that is the difference between global variable and local variable. Okay. So then next one is local variable and global variable, right? So this is also same, right? Okay. So the next one is a constant keyword and let keyword. Okay. We are having another two keywords in the JavaScript. So after ES6 release, they are introduced the another two keywords. One is let and another one is constant keyword. Okay. So first one is the where keyword. First one is the where keyword. Second one is the let and constant. Okay. So then JS6 dot HTML. So then now where, comma, let, comma, and constant. Okay. These three keywords with these three keywords we can check one example. So what is the difference between these two? Is the difference between these three. So first we are created with a where keyword. So then after that, so you can see now. You can see now. Again, I am defining the where n1 equal to 50. Okay. Again, I am defining where n1 equal to 50. So then document dot array. So then I am accessing n1. Okay. So value accessing with value value define defined with where keyword where keyword. Okay. So n1 n1. Okay. Now you can check a6 dot cml. See now my function is not defined, so you don't need to this one. Now you can see value defined with where keyword n1 equal to 50, right? So here again we are defined. So that means first we are defined the value with where n1 equal to 30 and again we are defined n1 equal to 50. N1 equal to 50, right? So that means, so whenever we are creating any variable using var keyword, so then again we can redefine and redeclare the value. So that means redefine means again we can use the var keyword and again we can create the same name variable, okay, using var keyword. So then what will happen, whatever the last value we created, only that value will store in that variable. Okay, whatever you created, for suppose again I am created n1 equal to 100, so then again I'll get the last value 100, last value 100 I am. Okay, so then at the same way we are having the let keyword. Let let okay, so then L1 equal to, okay, capital L1 equal to L1 equal to, so then I am defining with okay, then what is this one, let keyword, let keyword. Okay, so let keyword I am storing in this one. Okay, so then again I am defining with same as it is where keyword. Okay, let L1 L1 e- L1 equal to, so then array redeclare. Okay, redeclare the value with let keyword. So what will happen, you can see now. Document dot write. So then value value defined with let keyword then L1 L1, so then we can access that value. So then we will get an error. See now. Identifier L1 has already been declared. That means, so we already declared with the let keyword this one. So then we have to remove this one. Remove this one. So then we will get the successful output. Okay. Value defined with let keyword L1. Okay. Redeclared the value with let keyword. Redeclared the value with let keyword. Okay, so that means, so here why it is not accepting, so where can accept the, we can define, and again once we can define with that one where keyword, we can redefine the value, and we can redeclare the value with the where keyword. But using the let keyword, we cannot define, but we can redeclare the value. That means, so we can change that value, but we cannot declare again. That means we cannot use the let keyword with the same name. We cannot use the let keyword again. That is the meaning. Okay, so that is the meaning. So we can change this value without using the let keyword again. Okay, so that means let keyword can redeclare the value, but define we cannot define. Okay, next one, constant, as of you know, so we cannot change anything. we cannot change anything. So that means we cannot redeclare and we cannot define again. So for suppose constant c1 equal to c1 equal to 10. Okay, c1 equal to 10. So then um, document dot write calling the constant value equal to plus c1. Okay, so then document dot write br. Br means line break. Okay, see now, calling the constant value, right? So then again, I am trying to redeclare. I'm trying to redefine the constant constant c1 equal to 20. So what it is saying, C1 already declared. We cannot or redeclare. That means if it is showing like this, C1 has been already declared, means we cannot redeclare the value using constant, right? So then now I am removing this one. Then now we are get assignment to the constant variable already. Okay, so that means so we cannot assign. That means we cannot change the value of constant keyword. We cannot change. Once we can use the constant keyword, and we can declare a variable with constant keyword, we cannot change. Okay, we cannot change. And also we cannot assign the value, and also we cannot redeclare, and we cannot assign any value to the constant. So that is the difference between the variable and let and constant. Okay, constant. Then now I have to remove this one. So if we can raise an error, so then I cannot declare and reassign the value to the constant. Now we are getting the successful output. Okay, so that is the difference between the constant, a variable, and let keywords. Okay, so the next one after this one, data types. Okay, so till now, do you have any doubts? So creating the variable, and local variables, global variables. So the next one, keywords, variable keyword, var keyword, let keyword, and constant keywords. Okay, so the next one is the data types. JavaScript data types are used to specify the type of value stored by the variable like integer or character, etc. Okay, what type of data we are storing inside of variable. Okay, so then we don't define what type of data it is automatically text. So in the JavaScript we are having a two type of data types. One is primitive data type and non-primitive data type. One is primitive data type and non-primitive data type. JavaScript is a dynamic language, that is there is no need to specify the what type of data type it is, because it is dynamically, that means automatically JavaScript engine